Naoya Zenin,
Yeah.
your time has come. And he don't even know it yet. Because 2 seconds into the episode, he's asking Maki that since she can't use sorcery, seek her spirits, and is chopped now, what exactly is she finna do? Even having the nerve to call her trash. Which is crazy, coming from the same man that was down on all fours with his booty tooted up literally 2 episodes ago. Look at how he just posted up chilling too, acting like we didn't all see it. Before this bum, misogynistic loser asked the question, shall he bully her like he used to? And I know it's not just me, but this do not look like no regular bullying, bro. Genuinely, I wish nothing but brutality and unadulterated pain on you. So yeah, I've seen enough. Diddy, get him! But since that level of rage bait would never work on her, she just walks off and heads to the forbidden vault. Except her mom is back here tweaking. You would think she was murking the whole clan or something. Lady, calm down. She literally has permission from the head to go in there. But meanwhile, we see Junichi telling Naoya that they plan on executing Megumi, Mai, and Maki since they can't trust Megumi with the assets. But the craziest thing about this is, it's Ogi's idea. You know, Maki and Mai's father. I swear this series is trying its hardest to create the worst fathers of all time. And speaking of, we see Ogi himself hiding in the vault, coming face to face with Maki, as he tells her they already emptied it out knowing that she was planning on coming. And you probably like, dang, that's tough. Well, at least they didn't plan a sneak attack and murk her, so this situation honestly not too bad for real. But nah, because we look on the ground and see Mai cooked. So with absolutely 0 words, Maki starts to walk this nigga down, getting that dragon bone ready. And after just about murking his own daughter, he starts trying to talk no jutsu. Nah, buddy, eat this bone. Before he grabs his sword, getting off a quick clash. Before Maki charges up and smashes that weak ass sword, this old nigga is done. As she slow-mo turns around, swinging again, clashing, and then getting cooked. And by an old man with a micro sword, you actually hate to see it. So now Maki, in disbelief, drops to her knees before face planting into darkness. As Ogi tells her the reason he wasn't chosen as clan head was because her and Mai were failures. Damn. This gotta be one of the worst days of all time, bro. You already look like Freddy Krueger, and now your sister's cooked, you're cooked, and now you gotta hear that your dad never even loved you for real? This would be enough to make me eliminate everybody. And so now he's just dragging both of their almost lifeless bodies. Dragging them where, you might ask? Oh, just his flight of stairs where he one by one tosses them both down with absolutely no remorse. Probably got them down there looking like this. And out of pure hate and jealousy too. Dad of the year right here, man. But apparently, this isn't just some regular room. Because why would it be? But instead, it's a room that's used for training and punishment, where they keep countless of grade 2 cursed spirits. So considering they're both on life support right now, it's safe to assume that their trial of life is expiring. I mean, just look at Maki. Ain't no way she recovering from this, let alone coming back and running a gauntlet. So as Ogi walks away, he tells Maki, good riddance. The soul stain on his life. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Where is Itachi at, bro? Blow the whole clan up. I understand Toji now. And so now Mai slowly crawls over to check on and console her sister after this terrible stretch of life. Enough to make anybody else just give up. But then she starts to lean over about giving her a kiss before suddenly Maki wakes up on a beach with no wounds, no blood, and no shoes. Don't tell Dan Snyder. Before she hears a voice of Mai sitting right beside her. But she says after she creates this, she's gonna kick the bucket before just walking off, telling Maki good luck. Like, whoa, calm down, sis. What you mean? I can't even get a combo first? What the hell going on? As she now starts to explain how twins work in regards to sorcery and why their life has been like this. And it's because Jujutsu considers twins as the same individual, meaning that in regards to Jujutsu, they're both the same person. And since Mai doesn't want to get stronger, Maki won't get stronger. And so as long as Mai exists, Maki will be incomplete. Before she tells her, she'll take all the cursed energy with her. And one more thing, Maki, destroy it all. Before she really wakes up, face to face with her lifeless sister. and surrounded by cursed spirits. Except before we even get a chance to see, Ogi says that all the spirits have been exorcised, and he already knows what this means, as that PTSD of Toji comes spiking into his brain, making him immediately start to charge up his blazing courage attack before slicing every pillar in here completely in half. But if you look, you see this dumbass slicing at the very top. That junk wasn't finna hit nobody anyway. But unfortunately for him, it don't matter where he was aiming, because we go back to see that scalp slide smooth off as Maki comes just strolling by like nothing even happened. Yeah, she might be the GOAT, a nonchalant queen. I love to see it. But now she tells Mai that she'll get started. So we go back to the estate where they're panicking, saying Maki has gone crazy, since somehow they already know that she just scalped Ogi. So the Kukuru unit has been sent to deal with her. But this pompous prick right here has the audacity to tell them not to murk her. What? And as we all know, that never goes well. And it gets worse because apparently this unit is full of men who can't use techniques. Just a whole bunch of rock leaves with no gates and way less aura. It also doesn't help that Maki was in this group too before, except now she's on steroids. So yeah, GG's. As they all surround her, and then yeah, these niggas are for sure finna get cooked. Ain't no grown man finna be screaming like that unless they're complete buns. But I guess it was just a manipulation tactic because it gets everybody else to rush in, setting up a quick 4-for-4 combo fresh out of Wendy's. And just like that, all the energy these dudes had is gone. Look at them, all just standing there frozen. Bloods ain't moved in 40 minutes. As she continues slicing through before cutting this guy's eyes out, which might be a good thing because he would not like what he's finna see. Because she catches 3 more quick bodies before feeding this man a sword. Finna have him talking like Doc Rivers. Come on, guys, fight for this. Before she adds 2 more to her kill streak and then kicks this wannabe Saitama halfway across the screen. So already 10 seconds into this, we can clearly see what's finna happen to these dudes. All the training that they allegedly do, and nobody told them how to properly jump somebody. Everybody just chilling in the back like they in the cuck chair, watching their squad mates get pounded, instead of actually using the power of friendship to handle the problem. And because of this, Maki just gets to stand here or farming, knowing they not finna do anything about it. That is, until New Gen Bushy Brows pulls up twirling his little kendo stick, trying to do anything to make it seem vicious, before he eats a back shot and gets put on his knees like he got a submissive kink. Before she then trick shots these 2 poor souls who thought they were finna get back for their fallen Winter Soldier. And seeing that ain't nobody up there safe, the cameraman decides to go downstairs, letting us see her tearing through these dudes from below. And she not even stressing either, she's literally walking through them like her life isn't in any kind of danger. Until she clashes with one, then cocks her shit so far back, you think she was trying to cut through infinity. Like, Maki, chill. These are regular humans, you do not need to do all that. But of course she ain't listen, instantly catching 3 more bodies, almost putting her on the same level as Ruby Rose, before we see one of the swords go flying and sniping this man in the forehead, catching one of the worst strays of all time. And look at this dummy right here in the front. His high ass don't have no idea what's going on. Till Maki blitzes through, giving this man the gojo and trying to slice Kakashi with a phase mask off. Got bro behind him utterly terrified, as now bodies just go flying back in the air like they bumped in the Phantom. And we see Maki low-key down here with a smile on her face. Like, yo, Maki, I'm watching you murk your clan right now. Why you trying not to laugh, bruh? Before she hits a monster kick that seemingly does 0 damage. Bro didn't move back an inch. Except we go up and see this nigga just pop! Then turn bro into a gusher. Freak ass Nick, leaving everybody just standing back in awe. They asses still haven't learned. Before 2 more run in, get quickly decapitated, making bro behind her think he can sneak. Except this doofus decides to scream and gets them nipple sliced like he would Dr. Miami. Before Maki hits a beautiful dodge, about 2 inches away from getting that Noah sliced off. Almost had her looking like Vecna. Before she looks over like ain't no way. You just tried that shit. Smacking his sword away, leaving him in that Tetris ass chin terrified. He already knows what's coming, getting split, leaving her here looking tough. Oh my gosh, she a demon. Look at her, bro. She's so nonchalant and strong as shit.
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
She low-key just like the female version of me. You know, outside of being a serial killer. But even then, I'm not really disagreeing with her stance. This clan sucks. But now it turned into Naruto with bro getting some kunai that Maki catches with her finger before 360 no-scoping his bitch ass. Got that junk so deep in his skull you think he was trying to be Aang. Before she smacks an uppercut, then spin move, bang, another headshot right down the middle. And from deep too, she not even in the frame. She's just out here doing target practice. Until we see that junk turn into a jetpack and go tearing through the bumps. And all while she sit in the middle looking like she playing Fruit Ninja. Don't got a care in the world. Before they try to gangbang her, making her jump up out of there and land on the high ground. Where she sees groups of them up here absolutely ducking the fade. They up here with front row seats like it's an opera house watching their teammates get absolutely mutilated. Just enjoying the show, not doing a damn thing about it. These are the people you trust to protect the clan? At this point, I'd rather be homeless. But she looks up and this man like, his ass is not built for this. Before she just started painting the walls with graffiti, oh, quick 3-piece, then one more fat splat of a menstrual cycle. She ain't sparing nobody. Feeling herself so much, she starts elegantly flying through the air, just enjoying the apparent sweet aroma of corpses and bodily fluids. Enjoying it so much, in fact, that she goes sliding through, annihilating people, hitting the craziest sui of all time. That lines her up for bro right here to cock that thing back like it's baseball, blessing Maki with a gorgeous aura lob with this beautiful dodge, before she flips up and snatches them feet, pulling a Steph Curry. Done put a whole ankle out the frame. This is what it's like trying to guard Kyrie. And now for no apparent reason other than just the aura farm, she goes nonchalantly skating through, pulling up on this one guy who's all by himself. Poor guy has no friends. So being a nice and gentle person, Maki reaches out her hand to dap him up and let him know that he is not alone. But since he disrespectfully doesn't match her energy, she rocks them guts with the signature 1-inch punch, sending Unk plopping into the pool of the monthly reset, leaving her to now walk these niggas down. Before going charging in, taking both of this dude's hands off, landing on the other side with that malicious grin. I love me a crazy bitch. Before more run in while she's off guard just to get the Gojo treatment, making the group start to slowly inch forward. But once again, bro catches a mean stray because dude whose arms got cut off, sword comes falling down through this nigga's cranium with both the hands still gripping the sword. This is actually one of the worst cases of friendly fire I have ever seen. And this is while Maki's still dancing through, just going through, spazzing through the crowd. And here just doing bullshit. Her ass just putting on a show at this point. That is, until she suddenly stops right in the middle. And they all start squirting out of nowhere, having not an ounce of shame, leaving them to one by one go plopping to the ground. Meaning, there's one person left standing. But nah, there's not enough aura. We need that aura they had when they found out Nobito got packed up. Hey Maki, hit the lights. Yeah, now we talking. My demon is like that. And right on cue, the prick from earlier pulls up, asking if it's over yet. Only to be left in shock seeing his whole little entourage is chilling at a King Von concert right now. Before we see this freak on the side trying to go Super Saiyan Blue before his junk just explodes. Because we see two giant hands come busting out the ground, looking like they trying to grab Mount Lady's cheeks or something. As it makes a waterfall of ketchup, leaving Maki in here just enjoying the waves. Probably reminiscing on them last moments with Mai. Before the hands clasp shut, spreading all them dirty juices all over the map. Finna have everybody waking up like Itachi tomorrow. Oh wait, as now we see the Hay is here, right on time to clutch up for at least the 3 remaining clan members. Better late than never, I guess. And I'm sorry, but this Chojuro nigga is irrefutably disgusting. Why the fuck do you look like that, bro? You ain't have no choice but to be a sorcerer. But now a rock comes flying and Nobuaki starts closing his eyes before blocking a speeding Maki as they clash heads. We actually got some calm now, chat. Alright, before they separate and he comes blitzing back in, clashing again and going tearing down the map. And y'all remember how I just said we had some comp now like 10 seconds ago? Watch how he's finna cook, blocking 3 more attacks, making Maki resort to hands as she goes in, snatching this nigga's throats and cooking him once again with his own sword that she broke. She is actually spamming that move, bro, catching these niggas lacking. And it's so tough I can't even be mad at it. Straight headshots every single time. But now she heads towards the freak who smoothly dodges. Until we see her load up that hand again, popping this geezer, sending him to the nursing home in hell where he belongs. As suddenly, eyes just spawn in the background, locked in on Maki, until the hand goes booming and falling down, with Ranta struggling to keep Maki still, as Junichi pops in, telling him to keep her right there. And whole time, she's over here looking ecstatic, itching to pack that bum up as she starts to charge. And we go over to see the bum of the clan just slowly walking over, taking his so sweet time. Like this nigga Ranta ain't fighting for his life right now. And while Maki done figured out how to start moving, getting right up in front of the eyes, making Ranta start tweaking, looking like he off of a good line. And then we got the polar opposite with Junichi, who's over here just basking in the aura, flexing his dreads while wind just flows through the air. And I know y'all can't see the subtitles, but right now on the screen, it's showing us Ranta saying, and I quote, "I can't keep holding her." And yet, this man has not 1 ounce of urgency. And to make it worse, this dumbass Ranta is like, you know what? Just forget about me, Unc. While he's literally imploding, like, brother, have some pride. Ain't no way I'm putting my life on the line just for a old ass nigga to ore farm when there ain't even no huzz around. Best believe I'm taking you with me. But now he finally makes it to Maki, going charging up and bringing down the punch, followed by a sky full of them. Finna pack up her and whoever's left. Ain't finna be no Sasuke to restore the clan this time, as it comes booming onto Maki, obliterating the rest of the hands. And not just that, but the whole estate too, blowing everything to smithereens. He might be worse than Maki. And it now leaves us with Ranta's cooked body, having no choice but to hit the speed, since according to him, Junichi did it. Maki Uchiha has been slain. So now we see him posted up as the dust settles, before he just comes walking by with absolutely nothing out of the ordinary going on, not even acknowledging his fallen YN. That is, until we see who else than Maki, down here holding this man's head about pulling his tracks out like he just got some crazy before just tossing it into the water. And she is way better than me, because I would have turned into Negan. But nevertheless, right on time, we hear the voice of a misogynistic PDF file thug, meaning Naoya has finally arrived, after all that talking crazy he was doing earlier. And boy is this nigga chopped, golly! He just need his whole entire face rearranged. But he asked her, does she not have a heart? And Maki's like, nah, she took it with her. God damn, she cooking. I felt that one, twin. But you wanna know what she's feeling? Her and Naoya going at it as she counts all the blows, until out of muscle memory, Naoya grabs her wrist, making a frame in front of her, then comes in and booms them guts. Got her shit looking like it's finna explode as they come flying through the rubble. And just like episode 2, it's time for the Naoya Glaze-a-thon, because now he goes sprinting towards Maki, loading up and starting to spaz on this girl. But low-key, these shits ain't doing a lick of damage. She is not phased in the slightest, and she's getting jumped right now. And it was the same way with Choso. This weak ass nigga not even doing nothing for real. He just moving his head. Except we see them just go crashing through mountains before Naoya yeets her ass all the way across the map, booming her into a hill. And we go in to see her tweaking, still counting, like, yo, you focused on the wrong thing. As she blasts up, I guess literally throwing herself up for a lob, because now she midair just getting tossed around like, girl, did you change your mind? You're gonna let him of all people win? As he caught back a big one, rocking her, sending her flying as he hawks that ass down, not being able to wait to put his hands on a woman, putting her in frame and smashing right through, sending them both bouncing and flying into, of course, what other than a Diddy cave. As here he is, still spamming her with them weak ass punches. Got so tired of seeing it, the animators just let that shit fade to black. I ain't never seen that mid-fight. Until they then bust out the side and something crashes to the ground, where we see Maki just standing here, looking like bro that just got a V-Long shirt. Ain't no reason to be looking over there, bro. We see it. Before she then stomps that foot and collapse, calming everything down, hitting a hard reset mid-squabble. I don't know if she pulling an invincible or if she ready to lock in, as she just stands here with Naoya still speeding in until she says, she'll give him a hug, which is probably the last thing this freak needs. What he needs to hug is the electric chair. But regardless, he like, nah, I'ma just punch through her at top speed. As through pure energy, everything he runs past just explodes. Meaning his ass was not lying. He really trying to punch through this girl. Except he assumes since she said she's gonna hug him, then she's just gonna stand there and try and tank his punch. And apparently, rage bait at that level does not work on him, as he blitzes in. But she spins, and in slow motion, she doxes exactly how his sorcery works. And just look at this dumbass face. This nigga literally lost his last fight, and yet somehow, he still thought he was invincible. But just like Mark Grayson, enjoy this ass whooping, buddy. As she comes down, splat, 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 splattering this nigga. All these black flashes and super punches, and I ain't never seen a quadruple replay on one singular punch. She really smoked this nigga as his entire skull about damn starts disintegrating, and we see him on the ground beyond cooked. But for a nigga like me, this ain't enough. I'm stomping the shit. But since the job's finished, and she's such a kind and sweet person, now Maki goes to check on her mother, who she eventually finds back here hiding in her room, just terrified of her own daughter. And I thought the dads in this show were crazy, but she is a serial killer, so I guess I'll understand. And so, to finish what she started, Maki cocks back that sword, and yeah, rip Bozo. And speaking of bozos, somehow, some way, we see this nigga Naoya crawling through the crib filled with glee that Maki didn't finish the job, since apparently completely shattering a man's skull isn't enough. So since it has to be done, here comes Maki's mom to hit Naoya with one final back shot that got him gripping the floor. So now there's nothing left for Maki to do here except leave it all behind her. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But don't worry, all the clan members that just so happened to not be home today, she handled that too.